Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the Tier 5 Soviet cruiser, the Murmansk again. You'll probably see a lot of these Murmansk games in the future as well, because the Murmansk is amazing at making money. This match is on the map Solomon Islands, and I start out by going to the middle, and I want to do what that Nicholas is doing, but it seems that this strategy is a lot more effective on the other side. Essentially, we just sit behind islands and fire our guns at each other. Thing is, his islands are in a much more advantageous position than mine. On top of that, his carrier is scouting for him, mine is not. So I get a bit agitated because my carrier isn't doing as much as he is. Although I guess this might give our carrier an advantage, which I didn't think of at the time. But I essentially start reversing away and will eventually leave. I don't really want to sail through the middle here because that will probably just get me killed. Right now I am agitated at the carrier because I wish our carrier was like, his fighters only would have to be a little bit closer to the middle of the map and he would spot fine, but they aren't. So sadly, I can't really do much against that Nicholas. The sad part on top of that is that I only just figured out exactly how I would have to aim to shoot at the Nicholas. So now I essentially just lost half my HP for nothing. But that's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't really need the rest of my HP to win the game. So I have to be a bit more careful now, though. Right now I decide to go forwards. But I figure that there isn't much to do on the right side, so I just keep turning. And it seems a Wickus is coming, so this is perfect to try to snipe the Wickus. Because I should be within range. Yep. So I am firing HE. Well, this is unfortunate. I guess I couldn't kill the destroyer. Well, I did damage them a lot, so hopefully the Minakaze will finish the Wickus off. I slowed down to give me a bit more time to fire at the Wickus, but sadly it didn't help. But now there's a Congo who doesn't appear to be firing at me, so I can simply open fire against the battleship. My plan is to try to get out from behind the island and finish the Wickus off, because I am afraid that the friendly destroyer isn't noticing the Wickus well enough. For some reason she is still alive. And it seems that the Minakaze completely didn't react to the Wickus. I don't understand. Well, that's okay, I guess. This should finish the destroyer off. And the battleship should be dealt. Yeah, the battleship is also gone, which is good because that was a bit dangerous. So now it's a Kuma and the Wyoming. The important part is to keep my nose pointed towards the Wyoming, more or less, so a full broadside from the Wyoming will mostly miss. And just keep firing HE to set the battleship on fire over and over. Eventually, when the Kuma seems to be at a good angle to penetrate, I guess I should switch to AP to fire at her. But yeah, as you can see, the shells fired from the battleship are missing pretty heavily. Like they are completely they are flying in different directions. However, the closer I get, the more I will start getting hit, so I do a complete 180, especially because there's a destroyer on the other side as well. So I also use the sonar. so I don't get surprised by some torpedoes. But since I did the 180, I started going the other direction, and I should still be a pretty poor target for the battleship. But at least I can get my revenge on this Nicholas, or well, hopefully get the revenge. At this point, going into the middle shouldn't be that big of a deal because there's only one battleship and cruiser there. And I'm probably out of range of the cruiser. Damn, the destroyer is a bit too fast. Right now I should be careful because there might be another volley of torpedoes incoming. So I'm keeping really close to the... yeah, torpedoes. So I'm keeping really close to this island. Running into the island is preferable to being hit by those, so... But I managed to not get hit, so it's good. Because I didn't run into an island either. The Nicholas might still have a volley of torpedoes. I wasn't counting properly, and I don't know how many volleys the Tier 5 destroyer has. Yeah, one more volley, but I am an incredibly agile ship, so it's okay more or less. I just turn away. And the Nicholas is gone, and I got my revenge. Sadly, I ran into the island, but luckily there is nobody that can punish me for it, so my plan now is to go through the middle, since I saw a carrier somewhere around there. I mean, there's a cruiser that I can kill and hopefully be able to set the carrier on fire as well. See an Omaha. The Congo as well, but the Congo is pretty low HP. All I have to really do is not get hit by the Congo. At this point, the game is surprisingly equal in terms of the number of ships left. And obviously using AP against an Omaha, because it's a cruiser with almost no armor, it's a light cruiser. So citadels are rather easy to get if I can hit them properly, that is. Eventually it will happen. Eventually. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, finally. And this should be more or less it, I think. Okay, not quite. Finally. Okay, but since I kept my nose pointed towards the Omaha, it was fine that I was shot at. That Congo is gonna die. Now I want to get the A-cap and set the carrier on fire, perhaps sink her, and then it's time to hunt the last Congo. Actually, I wouldn't really want to fight that Congo right now, because I think I would actually lose. I mean, she is full HP. I select the fighters to give a hand to my friendly torpedo bombers who are running away from her. Sadly, my anti-air doesn't really do anything. And I found the Hosho. If I can set her on fire, then that's gonna seal her fate. But the Hosho obviously saw me coming, so she sent torpedo bombers to fight me. So I tried to avoid being hit by too much damage. I focus on the one plane group, but because I am going towards the... Because I'm going directly towards the direction the torpedo bombers came from, well, she couldn't really, or rather the enemy wasn't able to drop on me properly. Now I just want to get the A-cap and then go fight the Kuma and the Congo. I launch my scout plane because at this point I think the scout will be gone before it would bother my usual firing. I don't really know how to fire properly with the scout plane, but I wouldn't be able to fire most of the time here without it anyway, so I just try my luck. And I finally even hit one of those. Okay, I got, so now it's time to go hunt the Congo. I really like this map because there aren't many of these tiny islands which bother me like there are on many other maps. Big islands are okay. And on top of that, the map is like I don't have many problems with it so far anyway. Maybe if I had played it more, I would dislike it a little more, but I don't right now. Actually, finishing off the Kuma would be a more important target, but I don't have much faith in me being able to hit the Kuma's broadside with AP from this kind of range. So it seems a bit safer to just keep firing HE at the Congo. Especially because once the Mayogi is dead, then I will be the one that has to tank the Congo's damage. But now the Kuma is close enough that I think I might be able to hit her. Especially because the Congo is behind the island, so there isn't much choice anyway. But this Kuma is pretty good at evading. At least so far.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Yeah, like I said, so far. So now it's just the Congo. Also, I told the carrier well played because, well, the carrier has been playing really well after the early stuff, so if I am angry with them for doing badly or not playing as well as I hope them to do, then when they later do well, I should praise them for doing well as well. Otherwise it just wouldn't be fair, right? And the Omaha is going a bit in front, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, technically, I could fire torpedoes if the island wasn't in the way as much. The Omaha probably can't, at least not from this kind of range, so it would be a bit better if I was the one in the front, but it's okay. I mean, Congo is dead either way. And this was an excellent game. I really like the Murmansk. The ship is amazing. I would actually play this at tier 8, no problems. And almost 2500 base experience. And number 2 in base experience wasn't even at half of what I got. And we had 2 people that got 0, which means they didn't play. And I did like 110k damage. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe and